So now I've got a game in which my Pac-Man can run around the maze and eat all the food and go on to the next room, and then however many rooms I want to make until we get to the end of the game when all the rooms have gone. And that's not going to be very interesting. What I want to have in my game as well, I want to have some monsters who can chase and kill Pac-Man. So if I go onto here, I'm going to add into my room, I'm going to put in two, whoops, not there, two monsters, one there and one there. So I've put those in as objects. So now I need to get the monsters to move. Well, the monsters need to move themselves. They need to wander through the maze all on their own. Okay, so nobody's controlling them, so I want to add an event which says right from the very beginning of the game, which is, if you remember, is create. I want the monsters to move. And the way I'm going to do this is quite simply by putting a speed of 5 and putting up, down, left, right. And the computer will now randomly pick one of those directions, just like rolling a dice. And it'll pick one of those directions. So the monster should start moving one of those directions. Second thing I need to do now is decide what's going to happen when the monster runs into a wall. So I'm going to add a collision event, a collision with the wall block, and I want exactly the same thing to happen. The monster will run into the wall and it will change direction. It'll pick a different direction to go in. So at the beginning of the game, start the monster moving. When he walks into the wall, then make him go in a different direction. So if I now click on the play button, what should happen is when the monster comes up, the two monsters, they should start moving around the maze. Now you see instantly there's a problem, that there seemed to be something strange going on. Okay, so what I need to do here is stop that. I need to wait for my game to come back up, which always takes a second or two to come back up, and I need to go into all my objects and check that they are all solid. Now this doesn't have much of an influence on the hero, but it does have quite an influence when the monster comes to move. So I need to go through and check that everything, all of these things are solid and solid and okay. So and now when I play the game, hopefully the monster will just move around the maze. So every time it gets to a wall, it should change direction. So they're moving around, and if Pac-Man gets in their way, what we want next, of course, is the Pac-Man gets captured and killed by the monsters.